The story of Jamie McDonald, the real-life superhero who ran across continents for Hope Life, often presents challenges that seem too heavy, too unfair, or too impossible to overcome. Yet sometimes within these challenges lies incredible potential, a chance to transform, to grow stronger, and most importantly, to become a source of inspiration for others. This is exactly the path taken by Jamie McDonald, a British man who became known as Adventureman, a person who ran across continents for children, hope, and change. The beginning, fighting against himself. Jamie was born in Gloucester, England, in 1986. His childhood was not carefree. It was filled with constant struggle against illness. From an early age, Jamie suffered from a rare spinal condition called syringomyelia, as well as a weakened immune system and epilepsy. These conditions meant frequent hospital stays and long periods during which doctors could not be certain whether he would ever walk. At times, doctors warned that he might remain physically limited for life. Wikipedia.org. Imagine a child spending most of his early years in hospitals. White walls, the beeping of machines, and the constant uncertainty of whether each day would bring progress or setback. Yet, Jamie learned early on to see the world differently. He didn't just survive these years, he used them as the foundation for his inner strength. The first step towards adventure, biking across the world. One could say Jamie sought to escape his past, but what he actually did was far deeper. He turned his past into something meaningful. In 2012, Jamie bought a used bicycle for a symbolic amount and embarked on a journey from Bangkok back to his hometown of Gloucester. A journey covering thousands of miles, crossing dozens of countries, and facing incredible challenges. During this journey, he not only confronted conditions most people could never imagine, but also raised money for the hospitals that had treated him as a child. Prideofbritain.com. The journey was long and grueling, spanning deserts, mountains, and extreme weather. Jamie often had to sleep on the ground, rely on the kindness of strangers, and deal with injuries or lost equipment. Each mile he rode was a testament to his willpower. TheIndependent.com. Running across Canada, over 200 marathons. After the success of his biking journey, Jamie wondered, what if I attempt something even bigger, something that truly tests me? And so, the idea was born that would change his life and inspire the world. In 2013, Jamie traveled to Canada, not for leisure, but for the ultimate running challenge. He decided to run across the entire country, from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific, covering over 5,000 miles, approximately 8,000 kilometers. And most impressively, he did this without support. No team, no vehicle, no entourage. He just ran. Wikipedia.org. This journey wasn't just a physical feat, it was a battle of spirit. He traversed endless wilderness, tundras, forests, and mountains. He faced extreme cold, sometimes reaching -40°C, -40°F. He often had to sleep under the open sky, with only minimal gear. He relied on the kindness of strangers, who offered food, shelter, or encouragement. On several occasions, he lost equipment or suffered injuries, yet he never gave up. TheIndependent.com. Covering over 5,000 miles, equivalent to running more than 200 marathons consecutively, many said it was impossible. But Jamie answered not with words, but with every step, every mile, every single day of the journey. Adventureman, a hero not for fame. For this epic journey, Jamie chose not to run as a regular athlete, but as a superhero, his alter ego, Adventureman. He wore a costume designed to inspire not only those following his journey, but also those who silently longed for change in their own lives. Superheroes are not just costumes and powers. They symbolize hope, courage, and the belief that good is possible. Adventureman.org. Adventureman became a symbol, a message to the world that anyone can be a hero in their own life and for others. Giving back, charity, and purpose. The heart of Jamie's story wasn't just in running, it was in why he ran. Jamie wasn't doing this for fame or accolades. He ran for children and their health. He raised funds for children's hospitals and charities, such as Great Ormond Street Children's Charity and Sick Kids Foundation, ensuring that kids got the medical care and support they desperately needed. And .wikipedia.org. Understanding the importance of care and medical support from his own childhood, Jamie wanted to give back, to ensure that other children had the chance for life, health, happiness, and a future. Through his run across Canada, he raised hundreds of thousands of pounds, turning his personal challenge into hope for thousands of children. nwikipedia.org. Running across the USA. Another epic journey. Jamie's adventures did not stop with Canada. He set an even more ambitious goal: to run across the entire United States, from the West Coast to the East Coast, completing more than 210 marathons, roughly 5,500 miles. ITV.com. He ran through deserts, mountains, scorching heat, freezing cold, and roads that most people never tread. And he did it all with one purpose: to continue inspiring children and adults alike, showing that boundaries exist only in our minds, not in our abilities. ITV.com. During this journey, Jamie encountered people along the way, children, families, small-town communities, who came to meet him, shake his hand, and say, "Thank you. You inspired me to keep going." Books, speaking, and legacy. After his adventures, Jamie authored a book titled Adventureman: Anyone Can Be a Superhero, sharing not only his travels, but also his philosophy that inner strength and perseverance can transform your life and the lives of others. Superhero Foundation.org. The book became a bestseller, and all proceeds were donated to children's charities. Superherofoundation.org. Jamie also became an international motivational speaker, addressing thousands worldwide, from students to corporate teams, sharing the powerful message: it's not what happens to you that defines you, but what you do with it. Adventureman.org. His talks inspire people to stop fearing failure, to stop doubting the impossible, and to start acting, now, today, in their own lives. Key lessons from Jamie McDonald. Challenges are not the end of the journey, they are the beginning. Even if someone tells you that you can't, it doesn't mean you can't. The true measure of achievement is not what you gain, but the good you leave behind. Jamie McDonald is living proof that one person can be a hero for many, not through superpowers, but through courage, perseverance, and a desire to help others.